I hit the filter. Can you hear me? Okay. Bluetooth is off. Testing, 1, 2. Okay, it just took a minute to catch up. There we go. How are you guys doing tonight? It's 11:56, 4 minutes from July 1st. And today the vegan challenge or 3-day reset starts. So I'm here to answer any final questions and also just kind of round up some questions to answer in my starter guide, so I can add whatever you guys need component wise. Hey, Love Niche. All right, there we go. We finally have sound. Amazing. I worked out today. Yeah, y'all see that? Anyways, tomorrow the 3-day reset happens, and tomorrow is going to be my 7th year anniversary, stepping into year 7. I have not completed it yet. A vegan life. And tomorrow we do the 3-day reset challenge, which is happening right here on Instagram. And you get to choose from vegan, raw vegan, alkaline vegan, or juicing. And I think what I'm going to do is mix it up. I'm already vegan, but it wouldn't hurt to do some raw first and then alkaline and then end with juicing for me. Or vice versa, you know, mixing it up. I'm not sure I'm ready to do 3 days of juicing just yet. So I may start just raw and then alkaline and then go juicing last. So you can mix it up if you want, but I'm here to answer your questions. Oh, new music is actually out right now. Space and Time is the latest single that I released last month in May. And before that, I released a joint in February called You Got Me Part 2. So that's out everywhere on all digital streaming platforms. Anyhow, questions about this challenge tomorrow so I can assist you if you want to join last minute. It's the 3-day reset. Tasha Lee has a question. What's your favorite vegan breakfast? Well, I love a Caribbean breakfast, which is ackee and plantains. What I do is put some onions, either red or white, into my ackee with bell peppers. Red, yellow, orange, green. I love that a lot. It's a very light breakfast, and ackee is a fruit that grows on trees, but it's kind of like an egg scramble substitute. So that's one of my latest favorites. It's actually in my starter guide too. I put the recipe in there. Where have I been? I've been in my skin, in the studio, in my gym, working outside as well. And I've been taking care of family. I'm so happy that I got a call today from my dad that basically stated that one of my other family members really liked my cooking and they wanted me to bring some food by today. So I was happy about that. And so I whipped up something this morning and I took it over there this afternoon for their lunch. And I was so proud because that's what I've been hoping for, you know, for my family to kind of join the movement. But that was a blessing and a turnaround because I'm the only vegan in my family. So the fact that they like it and we kind of all grew up on a lot of unhealthy things, to see my family transitioning slowly because I like seasoning and I like to make things taste incredible. So you feel like you're not missing out on anything. Yeah, that was the highlight of my day. All right. Next question. Maya, what do you like to eat? Well, I like to eat a whole lot of things that are probably not good for me, like pasta, but I found some chickpea pasta and spelt noodle pasta. Um, that's a more healthy alternative versus the wheat pasta or the gluten pasta. And I like to eat raw pasta, which is basically zucchini, butternut squash, or squash spiralized. I have a handheld spiralizer, but also kind that you wind up, and you can change the consistency or the texture or even the shape and size of the type of noodle. So I really love eating those types of things, but I think my favorite is always seasoning. Caribbean has been my favorite lately. I've been making a lot of jerk rice and peas with vegetables and plantains. I made a dessert the other night, which was baby bananas, and I put some raisins, agave on top, and I served it over coconut ice cream. It was amazing. Yeah, and papaya smoothies have been so pretty for the summertime. They kind of match this shirt just a little bit more fuchsia like the walls back there. I love serving those, because they look so beautiful. And to think that came from nature. Pitaya is basically dragon fruit. So there are the yellow dragon fruit, which are white inside, and then there are the pink pitayas. They come white inside or hot pink or fuchsia inside. Anyway, I've added some recipes to my starter guide that I personally made and took photos of. The guide is on mayamaya.com/lifestyle. It's free. I'm not charging to do this challenge. It's super easy. We used to start at 7 days, but I've made it a little bit more welcoming for everybody. So it's only 3 days, and it starts tomorrow, which is today. It is midnight right now on July 1st, so happy 1st of the month, everybody. It's a 3-day vegan reset. I'm in my PJs right now. Hey. You can choose between vegan, alkaline vegan, raw vegan, or juicing. And the time that you begin is the time that you end on July 4th. So I would suggest if you're trying to barbecue and all that kind of stuff on July 4th, then start early tomorrow so that you have completed a full 3 days or 72 hours. All right, next question. Can you be my trainer? Well, to put you guys on some game, for my ladies anyways, I'm on a challenge. Actually, not even a challenge. I'm on a program. It's called No Gym, No Problem, 30-day program. Some people can do the challenge if they want to post their pictures online or whatever, but my trainer, G. Washington, out in Cali, has a Black-owned business, and he conducts these challenges frequently. He gives away cash and everything, but the results are amazing, and his Instagram page is rocksolid_fitness, but his guide is available in his website. There is a charge for it. He doesn't even know I'm promoting it right now, but it's been working, and today is day 23 for me out of 30. And so I've seen some definition pop off. My abs are coming in. I'm so proud. But anyway, that's what I'm doing as far as training. Let's see the next question. How can you curb your hunger being vegan? Good question. So a lot of people want to know what I do for sweets. If you have a sweet tooth, a lot of things that you can do are eat very natural, dried fruits. They have sugar, but not harmful sugars that are processed or high fructose corn syrup. Consistency, I do dates, which are really good for you, or figs. Smoothies are also great to curb your appetite. But then they have these very hearty snacks, like the pea snacks, that won't weigh you down, or cause your skin to break out because of too much oil or anything like that. It's all natural. Kale chips are great. You can dehydrate your fruits or vegetables. Zucchini chips, banana chips, plantain chips. I love seasoned, spicy plantain chips. But they're healthy, you know, no chemicals. And those are the things that you can do in between your meals. But I love a good juice. And the more you hydrate, the less hungry you'll be. And technically, you're supposed to drink and hydrate with your liquids 30 minutes prior to your eating any meals, and even after you wait 30 minutes. But I wasn't raised like that. None of us were, unless you were. So we haven't gotten to that point yet as far as how to eat, when to eat, what to eat, and how to combine your foods. But this is the beginning of that phase with choosing vegan, raw vegan, alkaline vegan, or juicing. The challenge starts today, July 1st. If you want to join the movement, it's free of charge, and I have equipped you guys with a free starter guide at mayamaya.com/lifestyle. What is the best vegan food for energy? Good question. Well, it depends. I love apples in the morning. They cleanse your system, and when you have a clean system, you have a lot more energy. I love bananas with potassium after I work out. Vitamin C is always great. And those are some of my favorite things to do, plus lemon or key lime in the water. First thing in the morning. Not cold, but lukewarm. It flushes your entire body. And you can start your day feeling really light and ready to go. Green tea is also really good as a substitute for coffee, which is caffeinated and quite acidic. It's freezing in here, so I have to turn this space heater on. Jack's like it. He likes it cold. Once it gets cold, I can't really speak. Start shivering. Anyhow, the next question. I do use elderberries and sea moss. Sea moss is great. It has 92 minerals out of the 102 that the human body has. And it's great for mineral replenishment or replenishing. There are also vitamins in sea moss. People always talk about the minerals, but there are also vitamins as well. And I get mine from Fruits and Roots in its raw state. In its powder state, I get it from Alkaline Gourmet. These are the ads on Instagram, by the way. For capsules as well as pre-made gel, I go to morethanonewaycmoss.com or morethanonewaycmoss on Instagram, and they have their website there. And actually, a month's supply of sea moss is a part of the winner's package, because I'm choosing a winner, by the way, for the month of July for this upcoming challenge today for 3 days. I always pick a winner per challenge, and this, in comparison to the last challenges I've done, are super easy for everyone to be a part of. And if you get the hang of it in 3 days, we'll advance to 6 days. And this is something that you can totally do on your own. For those of you that are just joining, we're talking about the vegan challenge tomorrow. It's a 3-day reset, super easy. And you can choose between vegan, alkaline vegan, raw vegan, or juicing. And my entire starter guide is equipped with a lot of information to serve you. It's free. It's on mayamaya.com/lifestyle. But the differences are in the how to transition section of my starter guide. And it explains the differences between each so that you know what you're getting into and how to do it. I have lots of substitutes that are simple to begin your vegan journey, and we can talk about that in a minute. LA. No, I'm not in LA right now. I'm on the East Coast of the US. It must be hard being the only vegan. No, it's actually not. It's not hard at all. I like to inspire people, and I also like to prepare my foods in a way that is presented like art. So people eat with their eyes, I'm told, and a lot of people like to try things off of the plate when they see it looks so presentable or symmetrical and colorful. Yeah. Okay. Do you take vitamins? I normally don't take any vitamins because I consume so many raw fruits and vegetables along with nuts and seeds, and they're all packed with lots of vitamins and nutrients, some minerals, etc. And I do take a vitamin D. I did start while we were in quarantine because it was still a little chilly in March, and I wasn't getting enough sunlight, which is also where you get your vitamin D. So I'm taking some vitamin D chewables, and I also take a B12. Everybody should, whether you eat meat or not. And B12 is basically produced in the soil. Animals don't produce it, we don't produce it, but the soil does. And once upon a time when we just picked our vegetables and fruits off of the ground or from the ground, some people would just consume them in nature without needing to wash them off because of no pesticides and all of that. But we've gotten far away from that, and there's a food production system in place that puts wax on our foods and pesticides, etc. And, you know, we lose the B12 because it comes from soil, essentially. Anyhow, I take vitamin B12 and D to answer your question. What do you like to eat off of the grill? Well, I make my own plant-based burgers out of chickpeas, sesame seeds, some onions, as well as nuts, walnuts, and I tend to dehydrate them just a little bit or even put them in the oven first. I add some spelt flour just to kind of hold the consistency together, and maybe some aquafaba or even applesauce as like an egg substitute, and dry them out a little bit. And then I put them on the grill, but over foil with holes poked in them. And then you have your plant-based, chemical-free burger. So there's all kinds of things like zucchini and squash and peppers that I love to do. Mushrooms, oyster mushrooms are amazing to either air fry or deep fry if that's what you like. But I try to stay away from fried stuff. And you can also put them on the grill. Portobello mushrooms are huge, so sometimes you can use those for the hamburger buns or even the meat itself. Anyhow, it's late for me. I did a lot of running today and exercising, so that means I did a lot of breathing. And I had a sauna suit on. I was drenched in sweat. So I'm probably a little bit dehydrated right now because I need to consume more liquids. But yeah, my voice is feeling that dehydration right now, and it's cold in here. When are you going to drop another check? I just dropped Space and Time last month, and you can get it on all digital and streaming outlets. In February, no, not February, in April, I actually released You Got Me Part 2, so that's also out everywhere. And in February, I released the video for The Truth, which is actually an old song. It's called Love Elevation Suite in 2015. That's an EP. Let's see. Trying to keep up with your questions. I should do a training video? Okay, I totally want to, but I want to get in shape first. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be out there trying to do abs with little rolls on the side and be somebody's trainer. I need to get right and look inspiring before I do a training video, because y'all are going to see me in my struggle phase, and I'm not trying to do anything like that where I'm not representing to the fullest. So I'm getting ready for you. Mostly ready for myself. But yeah, we're gonna do some cooking videos first before we get into the training. I need to pre-train before I put myself out there like that. Okay. What was it like performing for your first time in front of a crowd? I can't remember how old I was. I was probably like 2.5 with ballet shoes on. My preschool did a number. I was with a whole bunch of other kids, so I didn't think anything of it. None of us were really paying attention. But I was terrified when we had to do some musical. I was probably about 4, and I remember crying. So that's the earliest memory of being on stage. It wasn't even a stage, it was a floor. But it was a performance. Next question, back to the vegan challenge. Any new tips or any tips for a newly vegan? Yes. Substitutes are everything. So let's go through the substitutes. I'm going to pull up my guide. A lot of people say, I could never be vegan because I love cheese too much, or I love my milk and ice cream too much. Well, there is a vegan version of everything, including plant-based meats, chicken strips, fried chicken that you can make from oyster mushrooms, or transitional foods, which are really important as you're transitioning. Some people feel like not all vegan food is healthy, and I am 100% in agreement with that. But to start, I would recommend using transitional foods, which are processed sometimes, but some of them have soy. There's also a misconception of soy having estrogen. That's actually a lie. It's a phytoestrogen made by plants. So you're not going to get man boobs. You're not going to look like you're pregnant. That's a misconception. It's a phytoestrogen, not estrogen. So it's completely okay to have soy sparingly. Most soy, however, is GMO. So unless it's organic, that is the discrepancy, and that is the reservation. And most soy, by the way, is consumed by animals. So even if you're eating animals, you're consuming soy. Anyhow, the tips are to use transitional foods as you're transitioning into vegan life, and the substitutes that I want to get into to kind of accommodate what you already like your pizza, your ice cream, your chicken wings, your barbecue wings, your mac and cheese. All of these things are doable, and there's a vegan version of it, but you can actually make it yourself using the substitutes. So as far as dairy is concerned, dairy is, first of all, really awful for us because it promotes inflammation, which is the root of all disease, and lots of mucus, which is horrible for singers, and horrible for athletes because of the inflammation. But anytime you have mucus in your body, you can harbor a lot of disease. Dairy also has pus, blood, antibiotics, steroids, and all kinds of other things in it. Secretions from a cow. That's basically what it is. Cow City milk. So the more healthy alternatives are oat milk. I don't know about rice milk, because I don't know if it's white rice, and white rice is not too healthy. It doesn't really have much nutritional value either, so I stay away from it. Some people like soy milk, but other people have their reservations on what soy is. But other options are hemp milk, which is amazingly healthy for you with lots of benefits. There are cashew milks, walnut milks, and almond milks as well. The best is to make it yourself by soaking your nuts, adding water, any kind of salt if you'd like, or maybe agave or even dates to sweeten it. Coconut milk is my favorite. I make it myself with a Thai coconut, including the coconut water and the coconut meat. I add a little agave or date sugar, or just let some dates soak in it. And it's really, really natural. You don't have to worry about any processing or chemicals. There's actually no straining that you have to do. You don't even have to soak anything. So I love coconut milk. And you can actually make banana milk too by adding water to either a Nutribullet or a blender, and just blending it together. Once again, you can add your sweetener, natural sweetener. Date is probably the best, or date sugar, coconut nectar. Some people have reservations with agave because it's processed, but sometimes it's completely raw. So if you're getting it in the raw form, great. That's not always the case or available to everybody. So I would suggest getting some dates and just soaking it in water and then adding it to your either soaked nuts or your banana or your coconut water / milk. And you have just a sweet undertone of it. That's what I like to do. I also make my own cheeses with cashews or walnuts. Even hemp seeds, you can make cheese out of hemp seeds. Some people like to add nutritional yeast, others don't. I add a little bit of sea salt, sometimes lemon juice, straight from the lemon, of course, or even lime if you want to make a key lime pie raw. I've learned a lot of things, and maybe we'll do some videos during this challenge so I can teach you guys how to do it yourself. But you will need a blender or a little Nutribullet. A Magic Bullet works, a Vitamix works too. Anyhow, substitutes. You can totally use vegan cheese brands. There are plenty of brands that taste like the real thing if you're bothered by that. A lot of people don't like certain brands that taste like plastic. I won't name the brand. But there are several cheese brands, and that's also in my starter guide. I've added milk brands, cheese brands that are available to you. Not everybody has access to a Whole Foods in the hood, you know, and that was one of the things that came up on my timeline regarding accessibility, especially, you know, in inner cities. So there are actual markets online where you could shop for organic produce or organic and vegan cruelty-free products, from food to wellness, hair care, skin care. That's all in my starter guide, and I'll be adding some of the grocery delivery services all across the country to my starter guide, because that's a big thing for our community sometimes, just accessibility. So thrivemarket.com is actually one of the places I like to shop. You get 50% off of a lot of organic products, but then there's also Fresh Direct, depending on where you live, of course. And there are also some other sources like Walmart. They actually do produce delivery, and some other sources as well. So I'll add that to my guide, just in case you do not have transportation right now during these times, or can't get out and get food, or your local bodega does not have access to organic or even fresh produce. So that is what I've been working on the guide. But back to your question, because y'all know I like to get long-winded and be thorough. Substitutes are everything if you're trying to go vegan and are in the first phase. Let me pull up some more substitutes. Let's see. Trying to keep up with your questions, by the way. There are a lot of pages in here. It's the expanded guide, by the way. So it's a lot more lengthy than last year and the year before and the year before. Let's see, substitutes. I gotta refer to the table of contents to keep up with you guys. Okay, so that is 9 after eliminations. By the way, for those of you that are just joining, we are conducting a challenge tomorrow for 3 days. You can choose from vegan, raw vegan, alkaline vegan, or juicing. The starter guide is available at mayamaya.com/lifestyle, and it is for free. There's no charge for this challenge or the starter guide. This is just out of love, because it's done wonders, and you guys have always asked me, where's the secret? What are the secrets? And there's really no secret. So I'm just sharing. Sharing is caring, and I've turned my life around in so many ways, and I feel better, much more creative, much more clear-minded, until I have wine, of course. But there's vegan wine as well. And I sell that on my shop, mayamaya.com/shop. It's a red Cabernet. Anyhow, substitutes. There are vegan meats, even seafoods, seitan, tempeh. I use mushrooms and beans, even jackfruit for natural meat replacement. Jackfruit, which is a fruit, grows in the Caribbean, some places in Central America as well. That can be used as a meat, but it is packed with protein. A fruit that is packed with protein is very rare. Vegan nut-based milks, we went over that. Almond, cashew, coconut, hemp milk, all that good stuff. Banana milk, remember, you can totally do that as well. Vegan cheeses, some of the cheese brands that I love are Leaf Cuisine, Kite Hill, Vegan Gourmet. That's kind of it, but I included a link that gives you guys 25 brands to choose from. My absolute favorite is Kite Hill. And I make my own salad dressing. I've included a link in the starter guide for do-it-yourself dressings, because it's hard to find a vegan ranch dressing or a vegan mayo, but they also sell that in the stores, and I've also included those brands of ice creams that make their ice cream from coconut milk or almond milk or cashew milk. They're all in regular grocery stores now, most anyways. Probably not the bodegas or the corner stores just yet, but Publix, Safeway, Shoppers, Kroger's, Whole Foods, of course, Giant Food, Mom's, Sprouts, all kinds of stores sell vegan ice creams, but you can also make it yourself, and maybe I'll show you guys how to do that this week, just with a Nutribullet and a freezer. So everything white, food-wise, is bad for you. White rice, no nutritional value. White flour, let's eliminate that. I replace my white rice with wild rice, which is the best. Black rice, purple rice, those are wild rices. Lots of nutritional benefits. Quinoa is also a great substitute for rice in general, because, hey, as women, we have a little pouch over here, down here at the bottom, and sometimes that rice can stick, especially when you are combining it with another starch or protein. You're usually supposed to combine those starches with a vegetable, not a protein. But hey, we grew up on, rice and peas and mixing all these things. We haven't gotten into food combining just yet, but we will, and I'll throw in some little things here and there so you guys can practice on your own time. But we'll eventually get to that challenge after we start transitioning into the more healthy foods. Sweet potatoes instead of white potatoes. Lots of nutritional value there, and less starch. That's gonna stick anyways. Let's see. I love to drink water in the morning. 2 glasses are great for you before you have your food. Adding lemon will alkalize your water. Even though it's an acidic fruit, it will alkalize the water, so it's totally safe on an alkaline challenge. However, it's not on Dr. Sebi's chart. Key lime is what he recommends to alkalize your body, but key lime is actually an alkaline fruit, citrus. So you can get those usually from the international markets. I don't know of any mainstream grocery store that sells key lime, but they are my favorite, and they have seeds. So when we're talking about fruits, please make sure your fruits, especially your watermelon and grapes, which you can't really find anywhere these days, have seeds. If they are not seeds, they don't have seeds. They don't really have much nutritional value. And they are most likely GMO, genetically modified, which usually also means pesticides and chemicals, etc. But you're not getting the optimal nutritional benefits. But not everybody can afford organic fruits and vegetables, you know, so that's why I'm also going to add those websites in my website section for fresh produce delivery straight to your home, United States, Canada, even Europe, etc. Fruits and Roots is also great. Please check them out. It's Fruits and Roots with a Z. They do shipping to the United States and Canada with an amazing charitable cause for Ghana and DR Congo, but they are high vibrational tropical exotic fruits, non-GMO, all organic, and they taste amazing. All the fruits that I was never raised on, except for Guinness, you know. I was not raised on mango. I was not raised on mamey sapote or dragon fruit or passion fruit. You know, we have the typical standard apples, oranges, bananas, grapefruit. That's kind of it, you know. So it's nice to be able to play with your palate and see what the world has to offer, God has to offer, nature has to offer, and the difference in how you feel when you're consuming straight from nature. It's amazing. So I would recommend that company for sure to just kind of expand your options and your palate. Back to substitutes. I get off tangent. Y'all that are on here with me all the time know that I have that habit, and I'm loving my natural nails right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving all this natural quarantine vibe right now. I'm not even prompted or inspired to go back to my nail extensions anymore. Let's see. Okay, baking. Now, I've seen a lot of people like myself make mistakes in the past or even in the present. Cooking with olive oil, cooking with coconut oil, and frying. Those oils are very harmful when you are heating them up above certain temperatures, especially frying temperatures. So only use coconut oil or olive oil after something is cooked. Like on raw salads, they turn toxic after a certain degree. So the best oils to cook with are avocado oil, sesame oil, or grapeseed oil. Those are all alkaline oils, by the way, in Dr. Sadie's chart, which is also on my lifestyle section of my website. That is the reason why I no longer cook with coconut oil or no longer cook with olive oil, but I will use them as a dressing or a topping. I do not use canola oil or vegetable oil. They're super processed and full of fat. You know, but it's healthier than Crisco, which is animal fat, but there are lots more healthy oils, and that's also in the replacement substitute section of my guide. Vegetable broths instead of meat broths, beef broths. We talked about the rice and the superfood quinoa to use instead of white rice. Instead of white flour, there are all kinds of flours like chickpea flour, coconut flour, spelt flour. All of these are gluten-free and wheat-free and do not cause bloating. A big thing for us ladies and men, but mostly women. So I would recommend those three. Those are also in my starter guide. Sweeteners, we kind of touched on it as far as, you know, sweet tooth and curbing the appetite, but instead of the high fructose corn syrups over your pancakes, I would suggest using either a grade A organic maple syrup. I don't really like the taste of it, or an agave, or coconut sugar. And you can totally combine coconut sugar with some earth balanced butter, or even one of the healthier oil options that I mentioned. Heat it up slightly. You can even add some spices like cinnamon or nutmeg to that, and you have a nice caramelized syrup that will drizzle over your pancakes and your waffles if you're going to do that. And you can make vegan pancakes the same way you make your current pancakes without the eggs or the milk. You just use your nut-based milk. And for egg replacer, I use either an egg replacer that you buy from the store, or you can use tofu. If you don't have a problem with soy, you can also use applesauce. And there's something also called Aquafaba, which is basically the leftover juice after you cook your beans, your chickpeas, etc. You can even mix or blend your chickpeas within the chickpea juice to get a thicker egg consistency. And I use the spelt flour or even buckwheat, coconut flour, chickpea flour. Those are just healthier alternatives that are not going to break you out, have you super bloated, and are cruelty-free and even more natural and not bleached. So yeah, that's how I make my pancakes in the morning. And of course, when I'm not on my raw challenges, but there are alkaline pancakes, and you use spelt flour for that, or even coconut flour, because coconut is an alkaline nut and fruit. Anyhow, I hope I answered that thorough question about substitutes. Let's see, what else? Fruit in the morning is the best for breakfast. If you're not going to do fruit, a fresh pressed juice. Where do you get fresh pressed juice from? Well, a juice bar, the grocery store. A lot of those come in plastic, so I try not to buy too much plastic or even bottled water, and I just make it myself. The kind of juicer I have is so affordable, and now they've actually gone down because a lot of people are indoors, and they're selling a lot. People are into the health movement right now, especially since the refrigerator has become our best friend at times, a lot of the time. Anyway, I have a juicer by Breville, Breville. If you want to join the next challenge, it probably won't be shipped overnight, but you can do this in the privacy of your own home anytime at your leisure. It's super easy to use and super easy to clean. Juicer by Breville is what I recommend, and it's quick. It's not a juicer where you have to wait 5 whole minutes for some juice to come out of a fruit. Nope, 10 seconds. And you can actually save the pulp. That's one of the things that I wanted to touch on. I don't think I put that in my starter guide, but I will. You can save the pulp of your fruits and your vegetables in the juicer by putting a bag in there. A reusable bag if you want to be eco-friendly. There's also an eco-friendly section of the things that we can start doing to kind of take care of our planet Earth, since plastic is a huge problem. Glass is a huge problem. And obviously animal agriculture is an even bigger problem. But it all ties together in some of the daily things that we can do, from stainless steel straws to coconut bowls instead of plastic bowls, BPA-free containers, or even plastic-free containers, recyclable or even eco-friendly green plastics that are biodegradable. Those are the conscious things when we're trying to take care of this planet for the next generation and the next and the next and the next. Just to kind of be conscious of. That's also in my starter guide. Let's see. I'm gonna get back to you guys. I'm gonna get back to you guys and try to answer some of these questions. I just love sharing knowledge. Yes, I know I'm long-winded. I'm very long-winded when I talk information that, you know, I've been living. just to kind of to help. But I hope I'm helpful. Let's see. Okay, so I got to do a lot of scrolling because I was rambling on. Hi, Justine Gill. You can go to my website in the contact section for that information. Sorry for the delay. When are you coming back to Houston? You should open a fruit market here. I don't know, but Fifth Ward is coming out this year, so stay tuned on that information. We shot that in Houston, Texas. Let's see. Do you practice yoga and are you working on music? I'm always working on music. I'm in the studio right now. I'm also working on some video edits. I've been editing videos lately. The new music is out right now. Space and Time is the latest single that I just released last month, and the month before that is called, well, the single is called You Got Me Part 2. That was the other single on 420 anniversary that we released. The one before that was The Truth music video from the Love Elevation Suite EP that came out in 2015. I just ended up shooting a video for it. Anyhow, amazing. Okay, Tammy Nicole says, how is vegan cheese made? Great question. Vegan cheese, do-it-yourself version, is made with your choice of nuts or seeds. So I use cashews or walnuts for the most part, but you can also use hemp seeds or sesame seeds. And sesame seed paste is basically tahini, which you can buy in the jar in the store. I like to make my cheese with, once again, cashews or walnuts, and I just soak them in water for about 3 to 6 hours at the most. Sometimes it's not even necessary, but lukewarm water, a little bit of pink Himalayan salt or sea salt, and that's it. Add some water, put it in a Nutribullet, 10 seconds, it's done. The more water you add, the more creamy it's going to be. So you can also make salad dressings from this. Now, if you want more of, I would say, a cheese flavor, a lot of people use nutritional yeast to add to get that flavor. But if you're more into subtlety, you can add a little bit of lemon juice if you want a tang. You can also add herbs and spices. Sea salt is really important when it comes to this. You also want to get rid of your iodized salt. It's just not good for you. Replace that with pink Himalayan sea salt or just regular sea salt, as far as health is concerned. But that is how I make my vegan cheese. And the more cashews or walnuts that you add, the less liquefied it will be. The more water you add, some people also like to use plant-based milk instead of water. You can totally do that for something more creamy. That's how you make it. And the Nutribullet is a godsend if you like to save time. The Nutribullet comes in cupped sizes, small, large, even medium these days, and it has a little blender cap on the bottom, 4-prong or two-prong, and it literally takes one twist. In about 10 seconds, your smoothies are done. Your cashew or walnut, however you see fit, cheese is done in 10 seconds. If you want to chop up some vegetables, I would suggest more of a Vitamix. But now on the road, when I was touring, I took my portable I took my portable blender, which is handheld. It's like a long cylinder post, or you can look at two posts prior to that, where I explain all the rules and the regulations of the challenge, which is pretty simple. A brief synopsis of that. Well, we are starting today, July 1st. Happy first of the month wherever you are in the world. It's East Coast of the United States right now. That's where I am situated. But you pick the time that you want to start. 72 hours straight. We're doing vegan, raw vegan, alkaline vegan, or juicing. Wherever you are in your diet and lifestyle, you can choose what best suits you. You can either do them consecutively for 3 days, or you can mix it up and choose one per day. For example, tomorrow you want to start with vegan. Great. Choose vegan. If you want to do raw vegan the next day, you're totally free to do that. If you want to do juicing the next day, totally do that. Please tag me so that I can see you, because this will help me understand what you're up to and qualify you to win all these goodies that I'll be giving away that I do annually from my Vegan Planet 9 organic fine wine, which is a red Cabernet Franc wine. A lot of kitchen gadgets, a lot of Planet 9 merchandise, amazing electronics for your kitchen, like juicers that I talked about earlier, and smoothies. A lot of mixes that you can make with your smoothies to make them pretty. Nutribullet, fresh pressed juice delivered to your door, and a box of fruits and roots, along with a month supply of sea moss, which is great, by the way, for your skin, your hair, your nails, your total body, internal organs, all that good stuff. So basically what you do after you decide what challenge you are going to partake in, make sure you tag me, Maya, and Maya Planet 9. Use the hashtags Maya and Maya Planet 9, 3-day reset, and then of course the challenge of your choice. But you need to be posting your daily meals. You can do them in the slide format, and every day you should have a recap. It's great if you kind of include all the ingredients in your captions, or at least name what the meal is. So I know what's in it, and you know what's in it too. Slide format works. Collage format works. If you want to do videos, hey, that's even better. I haven't even gotten into that yet. And that's really it. But make sure you tag me so that I can see you, so that you can qualify to win. And I'm choosing a winner every challenge. So in the past, we have actually done a retreat in Costa Rica. And prior to that, I would visit fans and either cook for them or take them out to eat and spend however many days that they dedicated to the challenge, for example, months. So I think we had like a first quarter winner that did 7 days, and she got 1 day for the beginning of the challenge reward, and then we upped the ante to 14 days, and that winner got 2 days for the second quarter. Third quarter we got up to 21 days, and that winner received 3 days with Maya, and the fourth quarter winner received 4 days. So that fourth quarter winner put in 28 days straight. So I mean, there's all kinds of challenges we've done in the past, but this one I've intentionally made super easy so more of you guys can participate. And it's happening on my veganversary. I'm stepping in the year 7 of vegan life, and the starter guide is available once again at mayamaya.com/lifestyle. It's expanded and free and has all the information available to you. So I hope I answered your question thoroughly and quickly as possible. That's how you get started, but you can also go to the website, mayamaya.com, in the events section to get all the details. The details are also in the lifestyle section as well. My shirt, it says Reggae Run Tings. Okay, I missed it. What's the name of the juicer? The name of the juicer is Breville. That is a brand. You can go to their Instagram page at Breville USA. BREVILLE USA, and they sell lots of juicers, but you can also look on Amazon.com and anything online. Do you like avocado toast? I actually love avocado toast, but recently I have read that it's bad to combine bread and avocado. So I'm trying to, study and apply food combining, as that's what I'm getting into now, so I can properly eat the way we're supposed to eat. But I love avocado toast. Not gonna lie. And I love to add some onions to it. I love to add a little bit of sea salt and black pepper to it. Sometimes even cucumbers on top, but that's probably really bad. But a healthier option than what I grew up eating. Anyhow, what current song is stuck in your head right now? Good question. Stir It Up by Bob Marley. I play a lot of Peter Tosh and Bob Marley outside when I'm doing my stretching, my yoga. I even do a little bit of Pilates without the machine, reformer, outside. I have this aerial yoga swing where I do some inversions, but I'm on this 30-day program, no gym, no problem program, where I like to work out to reggae music because it uplifts my mood, which we all need during this crazy time in the world. And so reggae is high vibrational, just like Ital food, just like natural foods from nature. And so when I'm working out outdoors, that's another part of complementing my vibration to raise. So I like to surround myself around all the birds and the bees and the crickets and all the symphonies of the morning and night. I go on night walks with my doggie. Sometimes I sit under the stars and think about all the things that man didn't make and get in touch with more of the universe. I love astronomy, outer space, because it takes my mind away from this hellhole of a man-made world with so much indoctrination and just erratic things and division crafted by man who goes against the laws of nature, which is why we are in this chaos. So anyhow, that is a little glimpse of how I raise my vibration. I work out outdoors to reggae music. Reggae runtains. When I'm in the gym, I work out the trap music. But I gotta get outdoors right now just to save my mind. Let's see. I actually did not get to tune into the verse battle, so I can't answer that question. Have you tried the Steel Pro protein powders? No, I have not. But I have a list of vegan, plant-based protein powders in my starter guide. Right now I am using Garden of Life organic vanilla protein. It's so amazing. It makes my smoothies taste like desserts. Do you drink red wine? Yes, I do. And I actually have my own red wine. It's called Planet 9 Fine Wine. It's vegan, organic, and it's a red Cabernet with plum infusion wine. That's available on mayamaya.com/shop. And I love plum wine too, cherry wine, blueberry wine. They are amazing. But I don't have them that often because they're super sweet and they are actually dessert wines with lots of sugar. Sorry if the video is delayed. So everybody, I hope before Instagram cuts me off, because we have been here for almost an hour, I hope all of this information that I shared with you tonight has been helpful. We did not cover everything, even though I tried. But challenge starts tomorrow once again. July 1st, today, if you're on the East Coast of the U.S. This challenge is welcome and open to everyone, all ages, everywhere in the world, by the way. And I've been asked the question, if you are international and do not live in the United States or are abroad, are you disqualified from receiving any kind of winner's prizes? Absolutely not. This is international, worldwide, and I can order from anywhere and get you all of the prizes that we are offering here. So it's open to everyone, wherever you are in the world. What does the winner get? I've answered that question already, but you can also check out my last video on my feed on Instagram TV to find out, or go to myamaya.com/events, or even the lifestyle section. Get that free starter guide. I'm working on the audio book right now so that you guys can kind of listen to it instead of having to read all the material, because I know sometimes that is a task when you have busy lives, even though you're in quarantine right now. Nobody has time for all that reading. So the audio book, you know, when that's going to be released, when it's right and ready, and I'm still adding information, but hit me up and let me know what else the guide is missing, of course, and I'll do some research to add it for you, because this is all about you. How often do you cook? Pretty much every day. And if I'm not cooking, I am cutting and slicing and dicing, or blending and mending. Yeah, good question. Okay, JLove8383. Before they kick me off, I do want to answer this last question. Do you know what good diets? Do you know what good diets that would work for breast cancer? Triple negative. Okay, I had to read that a couple times. My mother is a breast cancer and colon cancer survivor. And Dr. Sabi cured cancer, amongst many other ailments and diseases. So I would definitely recommend an electric alkaline diet, which means organic and high vibrational foods. The list, Dr. Sabi's list of those exact foods, can be found on my website in the lifestyle section. It's myamaya.com or myamaya.com/lifestyle. If you need actual coaching, consultation, etc., you can hit up Atumdre, who reversed his mother's cancer with a holistic approach under the direction who he trained of Dr. Sabi. He trained under the direction of Dr. Sabi. Just in case that didn't come out right, you can hit him up at Alkaline Gourmet on Instagram, and his website is up there. I order my powdered sea moss from him. But he can get your program right for you and also teach you how to cook your alkaline foods and what to be consuming for whatever is going on. So hit him up. His name is Atumdre, or also known as Andre, at Alkaline Gourmet. And I've also put his alkaline cookbook PDF on my lifestyle section of my website as well, for those that do want to do an alkaline challenge and just need some inspiration, along with obviously the websites of recipes and meal plans in my starter guide too. So I hope that was helpful, but you definitely need to be consuming more raw fruits, raw vegetables, nuts, seeds, some grains and legumes, but Dr. Sebi approved. I definitely recommend that. Soursop especially, and soursop leaves. You can order your soursop leaves from Nutribullet, Naturalike. How do you sign up for the challenge? You don't have to sign up at all, but check out my last post on Instagram. Listen to the video, watch the video, and all of the rules and regulations are there, or on my website, mayamaya.com, in the events and lifestyle section. They're going to kick me off really soon. I'll be back on Instagram Live tomorrow to answer questions, to help you guys forward with the challenge that, by the way, I'll be doing with you. Because I know I didn't get to all the questions tonight. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. And I definitely want to be here to guide you, since we're kind of all stationary right now. And I got time. Alright, so I'm here for you. I love you all so much. Download that free starter guide. It's free. mayamaya.com/lifestyle. And I wish you so many blessings tonight, wherever you are in the world, and all of the positive inspiration, encouragement, vibration in this next day challenge, July 1st. 3 days, that's all it is. Super easy for everyone. You choose the challenge, you choose the time that you start today. July 1st is the time that you end on July 4th before you barbecue. So pick a wise time unless you're continuing on. So much love to you guys, and I hope I was helpful. I'll be back on tomorrow. Let's pick a time. Some of you guys are on the West Coast, so let's make it 3 o'clock p.m. ET, Eastern Standard Time. All right, happy birthday to you, one Jado. It's Cancer season, I think. We just finished with Gemini, so happy Cancer season. Happy birthday. Do you have a YouTube? Yes, it's youtube.com/MayaVivo. All the brand new videos are up there. The new music videos and all that good stuff. Thank you for joining me in my PJs, and shout out to whatever brand this is that sent it to me. Reggae, I love reggae. One of my favorite genres of music. Much love to you guys. Good luck tomorrow with the challenge, day 1. Instagram feed has 2 posts on the challenge, and you can read the caption for full details. You can also go to the website mayamaya.com/lifestyle or /events for all of the details and how to take the challenge. You do not have to sign up anywhere. You just do it, tag me, post your meals in slide or collage format, and that is it. So I can see what you're up to. And we're choosing a winner at the end of these 3 days, and I'm going to send you a whole bunch of goodies. So lots of love to you. Sweet dreams. Sorry for those that were here at the top of this video and me repeating myself like 100 times. I know it's annoying, but we have some newcomers. I hope I was thorough and not too long-winded. I love you guys so much. Peace and blessings, and good night. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Instagram Live to help you along your journey. Much love. Good night.